Hello and welcome to Football Daily, where today we've created a team of the worst players ever to win the Champions League. Goalkeeper, Turnball. We could have picked several truly shite keepers in goal, but we went for Chelsea's second string stopper Turnball, who scabbed a winner's medal as Petr Cech's understudy in 2012. Turnball made just 19 appearances for Chelsea over the course of 4 years at the club, despite claiming that he would challenge Cech for the number 1 shirt. Nonetheless, he also won the FA Cup twice as well as the Europa League, before leaving for the glamour of Doncaster Rovers. Now at Leeds, Turnball played just once for the club before fracturing his ankle. Right wing back, Martine Montoya. We all like to talk about the superstars trained at La Masia, but Barcelona's famous academy has produced some trash too. Right back Martine Montoya joined the club at 8 and went on to play in the first team when Dani Alves couldn't be asked or fancied heading back to Brazil for Carnival. Montoya won La Liga 3 times and the Champions League in 2015, and had an impressively terrible loan spell at Inter Milan, cancelled halfway through the 2015-16 season. The 24-year-old went straight back out to Betis and looks set to carve out a subpar career in Spanish football. Centre-back, Wes Brown. Sorry to remind you of the existence of Wes Brown, but the Sunderland man has actually won the Champions League twice, even registering an assist in the 2008 final as United beat Chelsea. With performances as depressing as his name, Brown has now found his natural home fighting relegation in the North East, making nearly 100 appearances for the Black Cats over the last 5 years. For somebody who Alex Ferguson once called the best natural defender United has had for years, it's an unspectacular twilight to his career. Centre-back, Thomas Vermaelen. Once upon a time, Thomas Vermaelen was highly regarded by Arsenal fans, before Laurent Koscielny and Per Mertesacker partnered up and relegated the Belgian to the bench. So Arsene Wenger couldn't believe his luck when Barcelona offered 19 million euros for Vermaelen in 2014. After signing in August, it took him until May to make his debut for Barca, but he still picked up a Champions League winner's medal in 2015, which he was later asked to return. But with injuries still dogging him, it's clear that while you can take the player out of Arsenal, you can't take Arsenal out of the player. Centre-back, Djimi Traore. Malian defender Djimi Traore is now committing atrocities in MLS with Seattle Sounders, but he made his name as a garbage player at Liverpool, where he won the Champions League in 2005. Traore was instrumental in Liverpool going 3-0 down at half-time, after a poor touch and a foul on Kaká led to the first goal, but he made amends in the second half with a goal line clearance. However, his finest moment was against Burnley in 2005, when he Cruyff turned the ball into his own goal to hand the championship side the win. Left wing back, José Bosingwa. One of the finest monobrows in the game, José Bosingwa was mainly a right back, but he features on the left here. The Portuguese international's approach to defending is best summed up by a shrugging emoji, but he won Europe's top competition twice with Porto and Chelsea. Unfortunately for Bosingwa, he was rewarded for his role in Chelsea's triumph with a move to QPR, where he was relegated the following season. After that came Trabzonspor, whom Bosingwa left mid-season, claiming unpaid wages. But unsurprisingly, he was not a hot property on the transfer market and returned a month later. Right midfield, Pedro Mendes. Pedro Mendes was also in the 2004 Porto side and earned himself a move to Tottenham, where he's still remembered for a 50-yard smash against Man United which Roy Carroll dropped over the line. He went to Portsmouth and Rangers after Spurs before returning to Portugal, adding the FA Cup and SPL title to his oddly impressive CV. Centre midfield, Romeu. Romeu's career proves that if you're born in Barcelona, people will assume you are decent at football. Romeu made 2 appearances for Barca before a move to Chelsea, where he won the FA Cup, the Europa League and the Champions League. Romeu was kept out of the final by the combined brilliance of John Obi Mikel and a young Ryan Bertrand, and ended up on loan at Valencia and then Stuttgart. Southampton took him off the Blues' hands in 2015, paying 7 million euros for a player who cost Chelsea just 5 million in the first place. Koeman, you have had a nightmare. Centre midfield, Sulley Muntari. With over 80 caps, Sulley Muntari is one of Ghana's longest servants. but his club career has been a strange rollercoaster. Considered an excellent prospect at Udinese, one Italian magazine went mental and claimed that he had the touch of Kaká and the combativeness of Edgar Davids. But more importantly, he had the luck of the Irish, as he somehow conned Inter Milan into signing him after just one season at Portsmouth. There he was teammates with Walter Samuel, Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Patrick Vieira, and came off the bench in the 2010 final as Inter beat Bayern Munich to the CL trophy. Left midfield, Jesper Blomqvist. Jesper Blomqvist managed to start in the 1999 Champions League final, as Paul Scholes and Roy Keane were suspended. David Beckham was moved into central midfield, and Blomqvist played on the left as United went behind to a Mario Basler free kick. In the second half, the Swede made his greatest contribution to the club, as he was subbed off for Teddy Sheringham, who scored and assisted in a 2-1 turnaround. Blomqvist left for Everton in 2001, after injury problems prevented him from playing a single minute for the Red Devils in 2 seasons, making the 1999 final his last game for the club. Striker, Milan Baros. Milan Baros saved his best for international play, netting 41 goals in 93 games to make him the Czech Republic's second highest scorer of all time. And he won one of football's greatest honours in 2005, when Liverpool won the Champions League. Baros had little impact on the game and was subbed off for Djibril Cissé 5 minutes from time, with the Frenchman going on to score in the penalty shootout. But Baros made his mark on the competition after all when he dropped the trophy and left a dent in its handle. He made just 2 substitute appearances the following season, before being offloaded to Aston Villa.
So that was our worst ever Champions League 11, but have we missed anyone out? Let us know in the comments below. And as you can see, I'm at the beautiful Wembley Stadium where we shot this week's viral footy news, so be sure to check that out. And as ever guys, don't forget to like and subscribe.